airport. Since Mayor Garcetti and I took office, we have been committed on a mutual agenda of making Los Angeles International Airport a world-class airport and also a first-class neighbor. And we have done considerable work on the world-class airport part over the past few years with this amazing land access modernization program that is going to happen with all the terminal improvements. And today, we're fulfilling our commitment for Los Angeles International Airport to be a first-class neighbor. Back in the 1970s, the airport acquired 340 acres of space in between the airport and the nearby residential communities and the local business district. And it was meant to be a buffer between the airport and those communities. It was meant to be something that was a gift to the communities. Well, back in the 1980s, the airport decided to entitle it to build high-rises, to build big-box retail, to have almost no open space, and to make it a burden on the community, and make it something that would make it more difficult for all of us to navigate traffic to get to and from the airport. I'm very glad that the airport, working together with my office, with various members of the community, the mayor's office, has come up with what is a new plan that actually is a huge gift to the community. It's a promise long delayed, finally fulfilled. This year is the 75th anniversary of Westchester, so this is a gift from the city of Los Angeles to Westchester and to Playa del Rey. This is the result of over 50 public hearings, an award-winning public engagement process, and what they came up with, instead of the mega-dense traffic choking development, is we have a neighborhood-friendly series of proposals, series of plans. We have everything here from open space, which will include a dog park, passive recreation, ball fields for baseball, soccer, lacrosse. We will have public benches. We will have public restrooms. We're also going to have a 3-mile-long paseo that stretches from downtown Westchester, Westchester Parkway, all the way down effectively to the beach. It's going to be a beautiful public amenity. In addition to that, we're going to have a lot of neighborhood-serving retail. It'll be a place for barbershops and beauty shops and florists, for neighborhood-serving restaurants. We're also going to have a creative office campus. There'll be a place for research and development. There'll be a place for Silicon Beach. There'll be a place for educational campuses. And there will be a place here on this campus for community and civic uses as well. So there's a potential place for a home for civic organizations or for cultural institutions, for an art gallery or museum. This is an incredible, incredible project, and I'm looking forward to working with the airport on moving it from a plan to a reality, which we'll be doing over the next couple years. But the airport has done a great job. I want to give a shout out in particular to Lisa Trifiletti from Los Angeles World Airports, who has led this process working with the community, and ask her to make a presentation.
Good morning, council members. Lisa Trifiletti, Deputy Executive Director for the Los Angeles World Airports. And over the past 6 years, I've served as project manager for this Northside plan update. We are very pleased to be before you today, and we are very relieved to be before you today to get to this point. I'd like to introduce to my right, Denny Schneider, past president of the Westchester Neighbors Association and current president of the RSAC, Alliance for Regional Solutions for Airport Congestion. And then to my left, I have Don Duckworth, Executive Director for the Westchester Town Center bid. And as Councilmember Bonin just described, so I'll just be very brief, this project incorporates 340 acres of land adjacent to the airport, and really is the plan is updating an old, outdated 1980s plan that was too dense, had design guidelines that did not reflect the latest standards in sustainability and design, did not reflect the community needs, did not reflect the airport interests in the property, and also did not achieve FAA's goals. So what we have done is we have worked together with the community to update a plan that would permit up to 2.3 million square feet of commercial development. Again, the objective is, just as Councilmember Bonin said, for the airport to become a world-class airport and a first-class neighbor. And so we were in people's living rooms. We had many, many, many meetings to understand what the needs of the community are, how we could actually refine the program to allow for the appropriate buffer spaces so that we could transform underutilized site to become a vibrant center of employment, education, and recreation, to incorporate the best practices in urban design and sustainability. And we believe we've achieved that, all meeting the tricky FAA tests. This gives you a quick example in terms of what the plan is intended to do. It clusters development along Westchester Parkway, moving away from the residences and ensuring a 100-foot landscape buffer in the back. We enable up to over 118 acres of open space, adding 49 net new acres for active recreation. We cut the density roughly in half. We reduce heights, and some parcels allowed 10 and 12 stories. We got them down to 5 and 6 stories. And again, we incorporate buffer zones and open space and the active recreation along Westchester Parkway. And we envision and we anticipate 7,000 permanent jobs and over hundreds of construction jobs. You can see the land use plan intends to put in red, it's where the mixed use commercial development would be situated along closer to Sepulveda Boulevard, integrating into what the Westchester Town Center Business Improvement District is already doing. What you see in blue is an opportunity for over 1 million square feet of creative campus, office, research, and development. We believe there's synergy with what's happening in the West LA for the emerging Silicon Beach area. We also have civic uses so that organizations like our local YMCA do not have to compete with developers to be able to have the opportunity to use this property. And then we have open space along the west of the property. South of Westchester Parkway, we've reserved 600,000 square feet for airport support. So things like maintenance shops, repair shops, construction laydown. We want to make sure that the airport still has the ability to use the land, but does it in a way that respects the overall community interest. This gives you an example of how we see the open space in the west part of the program, and we know from our Westchester Youth Foundation that the community routinely turns away kids who are signed up to play Little League, and so we wanted to make sure that we have opportunity here for those kinds of amenities and really create an open space experience. And we're happy for the next endeavor, working together with Council District 11 to come up with the actual programming of the open space. We believe there's a lot of opportunity for folks to bring their dogs. We know that in some parts of the area, the land is already used for a dog park, and so we want to actually improve that kind of opportunity. The other thing that I think is very important to note is that the airport has the first of its kind partnership with the Bureau of Engineering and Bureau of Sanitation. We are now at 50% design on a project called the Propo project, we call. It was a stormwater infiltration treatment facility that would be able for the airport and the city to meet its requirements under the Clean Water Act, making sure that we have the runoff, cleaner going into the Santa Monica Bay. And we've designed it in a way that could accommodate open space and allow for playing fields on top. So this is a way for the airport to actually achieve fair market value, meet the FAA tests, and have a win-win-win solution here for the property. And so we're very excited about that. Again, we have office research and development. We know Otis College is in the area. They're really interested in expanding their campus. We look forward to continuing work with them. We have, again, a tremendous interest by the development community for office, research, and development, low-rise campus. And again, there's a lot of opportunity for retail. This area is lacking in that kind of amenity, lacking in restaurants, and so we think that this is something that will help contribute to the overall community. And again, we talk about the Paseo. We will have a set of urban design standards that the planning department inside the airport will implement and enforce. This will create clear development restrictions moving forward. And we have worked with the environmental community, FAA, biologists, to ensure that we have sustainability features, landscaping that reflects native planting, and we have a number of project design features, over 231 project design features, working on clean construction policy with the AQMD, making sure we have low impact development and EV chargers and opportunities for solar and water conservation. So we are really proud of the work that we've done, and it's become a platform for other projects at the airport to follow. This has been a long road. We've done a number of hearings, and we have enjoyed widespread public support at every single one of these hearings. And so we are now at the final close of the city approval process, and we respectfully ask for your support today. And this has been a community-driven process, and we just wanted to tell you this has been a really great transformation for the airport. So thank you very much.
And thank you, Lisa. I want to thank you in particular for the work you've done on this, but I also want to thank you for pointing out the sustainable design features on this and what an environmentally friendly project this is, and how it really sets sort of a standard for Los Angeles International Airport, but also for public facilities. Everything from the green roofs to the bioswales and the permeable pavement. These are kind of things we want to be doing more around the city. So thanks so much for that. It really is an outstanding plan. Denny, would you like to tell us your thoughts on it?
Well, yes. Thank you, Mike. Most of you know me. Well, I guess everybody does. But I've spent 20 years around the airport working to make it better. My now deceased wife watched two 747s nearly collide midair, and that's what motivated me to get involved. I watched the 4,300 homes that were in this area removed, and it caused a major problem for Westchester. But this is important today, and especially on Flag Day. This is the flagship of the new cooperation between the airport and the community. It is remarkable the things that Lisa has done in preparing to make sure that this happened. That, I think, is even more important than anything else. Yep. Because it will happen. And I appreciate the fact that we now have a watershed and the sanitation department cooperation. This has been, again, Lisa's doing, because she made the roadblocks go away. And I think that's what's so critical to all of us. And again, one last thing, and that is, I also worked on the community plan way back in the 80s and the 90s. And when we did, we found out how little open space we had, far less than even the rest of the city. And this is critical to all of us, and I thank you.
You're very welcome. Don?
Yes, members of the City Council, I'm pleased to be here today to recommend the approval of this plan. It's been a long time coming. The involvement in the community has been extensive, from the Chamber to the Bid Board to the Streetscape Improvement Association to the YMCA Board to anybody and everybody that we could get into meetings, that Lisa could get into meetings. And there has been, as a result, a consensus that, to echo Councilman Bonin's words, that's not usually seen in projects brought before this body. And so we're very happy to be a part of that. We look forward to working into the future for its implementation, and we think together we have made a giant stride forward for mutual success between LAWA, the community, and Greater Los Angeles. Thank you.
Thank you, and thanks to both Don and Denny for coming and representing just a couple of the organizations that have endorsed this. We've got the Neighborhood Council of Westchester Playa, the LAX Coastal Chamber of Commerce is also a vigorous supporter, Westchester Town Center Bid. And this project actually, its outreach won 2 awards for its approach to engaging with the community and developing a consensus plan. It won the 2015 Award of Excellence in Neighborhood Planning from the American Planning Association, as well as the 2015 Outstanding Public Involvement Education Program Award from the Association of Environmental Professionals. It's well-deserved. I look forward to working with LAWA and the community to deliver on this. It's been a long time coming, and this is a fantastic day for the community happy birthday, Westchester.
And I'd just like to say thank you to you and your leadership. You really are the one that pushed this project to even get started. You helped me get the job to get through this, and so I want to say thank you very much. And thank you very much to the consultant team and the planning department and everybody that helped us to get to this point, including your office and your staff. You've been wonderful.
Thank you. Colleagues, I ask for an aye vote. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Bonin. Let's open the roll. I'm sorry, Mr. Buscaino.
Thank you, Madam President. I want to rise and congratulate our colleague, Mike Bonin. Today is a great day for CD11. You have just approved an amazing project, Pacific Palisades, this plan before us. And it goes to show that, yes, things can get done on the West Side when we have an open and transparent process and a collaboration and unanimous support. And that falls in line, and it's because of your leadership, Mike. Also want to recognize the mayor for moving this plan forward. You know, just last Friday, as we all approved unanimously the Port of Los Angeles redevelopment efforts of Ports of Call, the new San Pedro public market. And you have two ports, a seaport and an airport, that values its respective communities. And nowhere in the country are you going to find the development moving forward, both at the Los Angeles World Airports and the Port of Los Angeles. And this plan before us calls for open space, retail commercial opportunities, creating a buffer zone, walkways, all the while creating job opportunities, and doing so while respecting the concerns of the communities. And that's something that we know very well that's taken shape at the Port of Los Angeles and the San Pedro Wilmington communities. And I just want to rise and congratulate the leadership at the port, all the constituencies involved here, the collaboration of all the community groups that have embraced this plan before us. And, of course, to our colleague Mike for leading this effort. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Buscaino. That concludes speakers on this item. Let's open the roll, close the roll, and tabulate the votes.
12 ayes.
Item passes. Let's move on to item 20.